Hey everyone, Scottman895. We're here to do a drive video today. We're heading north on I-75 from US Highway 68 or State Route 15 here in Findlay, Ohio. We'll be heading north all the way up to I-475, the southern junction up in Perrysburg, Ohio, to the south of Toledo. Yeah, right now we have a lot of slow traffic right now. It's like there's a car with the flashing lights on in the right lane. It's causing two of them. It's causing a lot of craziness on the freeway right now. But at least we got past them all. So we're starting off this video over here in the Findlay, Ohio area. And we're going to be driving through northwest Ohio, mostly through the countryside today. It is an overcast day out and it's pretty chilly out. My current thermometer is reading 42 degrees Fahrenheit. If you convert that to Celsius, it's around like 6 degrees. So I'm currently on my way back to Michigan after being down in southeast Ohio. I'm going to go ahead and get over the left lane now. Crossing over the Blanchard River, which is the main river which goes through Findlay, Ohio. But yeah, unlike my previous video where I went to, or when I was driving through the Columbus area on I-270, we're at least seeing dry weather because it was pretty wet when I was driving through Columbus. Like, heck, I think in one part of the video it was pouring down rain. So I think there's like a warm front which is draped around or across the state of Ohio, because it was a lot warmer when I left this morning down in Athens, Ohio. So anyway, so yeah, we're starting here in Findlay, as I was just saying. I'll be heading up toward Perrysburg. And then I'd say pretty much with the exception of going through the eastern end of Bowling Green, Ohio, we're pretty much going to be going through the countryside of northwest Ohio. But what's really nice throughout I-75 between Findlay and Perrysburg, or even going up into Toledo, is that it's 3 lanes in each side. I think they mainly did that because of traffic going to and from Toledo and Columbus. Because for the exit for 15 and also for US Highway 68, that's the exit you would take if you're going down from like the Toledo area, or if you're coming down from Detroit and you're going to Columbus. And then of course if you stay on I-75 from here going to the southwest, that'll take you down toward Dayton, Ohio, and eventually to Cincinnati. So yep, even though it would have already happened by the time this driving video goes up, yeah, there's supposed to be a total solar eclipse going through northwest Ohio 1 week from today as I'm filming this video. So I think the path of totality is going up from Texas through like Arkansas, Missouri, southern Illinois, central Indiana, and then through like northwest Ohio. So pretty much right through this area, Findlay, Ohio, also Bowling Green, not Bowling Green, Kentucky, but Bowling Green, Ohio, Toledo, I think maybe even parts of Cleveland, and of course continuing its way up toward Buffalo, New York. I think even areas near Toronto, Ontario might even see it too. There's my friend Kelsey, who lives in Calgary, Alberta. She was telling me she's flying over to Toronto, I think next weekend. She's going to try to see it out in that area. And yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm taking the day off next Monday so that way I can come down to Ohio to see it. The thing I gotta check though is to see where I can go. guarantee you I'm not going to be the only one doing the same thing. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see what I end up doing. Heck, it wouldn't even surprise me if, like, if for parking for, like, the campus of Bowling Green State University, if you have to get, like, visitor passes, it wouldn't surprise you if they sell out ahead of time or something. Because the people at the university be like, oh, we know why you're here. Heck, they might even be like, are you visiting the campus or are you here for the eclipse? If you're here for the eclipse, sorry, we're not gonna give you these passes for you. Or let's say if a day pass is normally, or for like a visitor's pass, let's say it's like $10. Like, that could be way too high or something. If they knew you're here for the eclipse, it'd be like, all right, we're gonna multiply that by 100, make that $1,000. It's like the crazy thing is people may actually purchase something like that. So yeah, we're getting out of the Findlay, Ohio area now. So yeah, we're pretty much will be in the countryside for most of the rest of the video. So yeah, I'll think of something though. What I may have to do though is I may have to do a little research on where I can go and where I'm not going to be parking illegally or something. Because I could, worst case scenario, I could always park on the side of the road somewhere, but I don't know. I'd have to do it somewhere legally, if all possible, but that's kind of the advantage of living maybe only an hour and a half away from the total eclipse area, is that yeah, it's like I don't have to stay in a hotel where hotels are likely going to have skyrocketed prices. So I don't have to worry about that one. But I can almost guarantee you anywhere along major freeways are going to be really busy. And we're entering Wood County and it just got out of Hancock County. And this exit here for Highway 18, if you go east, I'll take you out toward Fostoria, Ohio. That's where US Highway 23 is. So what's weird is that 23 is the main highway going from Columbus to Toledo. However, to the southeast here, about 15-20 miles, it's like 23 branches off of the main highway and becomes just a two-lane road going through Fostoria and eventually up to Highway 20 and then heads west toward Perrysburg, where there's a highway called like 15, which goes off of 23, but it's the continuation of the expressway linking up to I-75 in Findlay, Ohio. So like, I'm not sure why it does that, when 23 could easily just run parallel or concurrent with I-75 for about a half hour. So yeah, back there, that was just the small little city of North Baltimore. Eclipse, a lot to plan out, and of course, even though it's only a week away, the weather can easily change. But from what I've been hearing so far, they're saying the best weather conditions for the eclipse would be anywhere from Ohio to Vermont. So if that holds up, that's gonna be perfect, because yeah, there's supposed to be an area of high pressure here in the good thing too, because in early April, for what they're saying, it's like this part of the country, even going up to the northeast, you have a greater chance of seeing cloud cover like this compared to sunshine. Or it'd be better off going to the southern part of the United States. So that would work out in my favor, because to see the total solar eclipse, I only have to drive down. I wouldn't have to fly to Dallas or to St. Louis or to Little Rock or anything like that. So yeah, definitely be looking forward to that. I already bought online some eclipse glasses, because I never had any when we had like a partial solar eclipse several years ago, I think in 2017. So I remember working that day. I didn't take the day off or anything, but my coworkers and I all got to go outside during the partial solar eclipse, and we all got to see it, and we basically got to borrow a couple pairs of eclipse glasses because someone brought a couple of pairs, so we got to take turns and take a look at it. But it'll be really interesting to see one, because it's like total solar eclipses don't happen too often in particular or in a certain area. It's like they can happen pretty often all throughout the world, but this is probably the most prominent one in the North America, especially in the United States, in a long time, especially for covering a large geographical area. I have seen lunar eclipses though before, which are a lot more common. Which those can be pretty cool too, because it can turn the moon a completely different color. So we got 10 more miles until we get up to Bowling Green, Ohio, and then another 89 miles to Detroit. So I'm kind of surprised that they show how many miles it is to Detroit and not Toledo. What is interesting though is that if you're going south on I-75, south of the 475 and 23 interchange, which is where the video will be concluding, as you head south from there, it's like they have a bunch of miles, like mile signs or distance signs showing the distances going as far south as Tampa, Florida. So it's pretty cool how they have that. Yeah, it's a little windy out there too. It's like when I was driving by a lot of those, when I was driving by that truck back there, it's like it was starting to, it's like there was like an extra gust of wind pushing at my car. It was trying to push me a little off the road a little bit. Keep in mind, I'm driving just a Honda Civic. This is not like an SUV, which is even more prone to the winds than this car is. Long weekend down in Southeast Ohio. I'm not going to talk much about that because I already did in my previous video, which I did on I-270 in the Columbus area. What is nice is that, yeah, even though Easter Monday is not really a holiday in the United States, so usually when it comes to Easter weekend, it's just a normal, ordinary weekend. People typically work on 4-day weekend. I didn't have to use up any vacation days for this nice long weekend down to Southeast Ohio. So it's like I'll have a 4-day work week coming up this week, and then I'll have another one next week because I'm taking off next Monday for the eclipse. Although for some reason the weather pattern completely changes, it ends up being terrible weather, then I may just cancel the day off and just go into work. Hopefully the weather forecast doesn't change like that. So assuming I keep the day off for next Monday, I'll have another 4-day work week next week. However, then I'm probably not gonna be taking any more time off until like Memorial Day weekend in late May. So that's all right though. Making some good progress on the freeway. Got 14 more miles until we get to the exit for 23, which I'm probably gonna go back that way. So I know they're doing a lot of road work on I-75 in the Monroe area, so I figure take a different way back to Detroit. So I'm not in a big hurry or anything. Into Bowling Green, Ohio. Another few miles will be going over to the east of it. So coming up about another half a mile from now, we have the exit for Highway 6. Highway 6 going east goes first to Fremont, Ohio, then eventually makes its way kind of somewhat toward the Sandusky area, although it goes just to the south of it, and Highway 6 eventually goes out toward Cleveland. So it's an alternative route to get to Cleveland without having to take the Ohio Turnpike, if you want to avoid having to pay the toll. And then Highway 6 going west heads out toward Napoleon, Ohio, where it links up with Highway 24. So it's a way you can go if you want to head out toward Fort Wayne, Indiana. Yep, now we're starting to get into to the area of Bowling Green. It's been a while since I've been in Bowling Green, like in terms of the city. Although I remember stopping in the area once to maybe get like Chipotle for dinner on my way back from a road trip or something. Because this exit for Highway 64 up ahead, this is the main exit for downtown Bowling Green, and also for Bowling Green State University. Because yeah, you just get off the exit here and you go west on 64. That'll take you into downtown Bowling Green, and also over to the campus of Bowling Green State University. And then yeah, we're now entering the city limits, and we're not going to see it from the video or anything, but if you look off to the left after this overpass, you can even see the football stadium for Bowling Green State University. That's of course where the Bowling Green Falcons play their football games. All right, so another 10 miles to go. in Frankenmuth, Michigan. And if you know me, if you've been watching my videos for a long time, I do a lot of stuff up in Frankenmuth. So it's pretty cool how they have signs even down here for Bronner's. So yeah, to get to Bronner's, yeah, you just take 23 due north. You can even stay on I-75 north as well too, but it's a lot longer because you have to go out of your way to go over to Detroit. Because yeah, that's the thing. If you're going up to northern Michigan, or let's say you're going to Frankenmuth, Michigan from this part of Ohio, you think you stay on I-75, go all the way to the north, but it's technically slower to go that way. Because I-75 veers off to the northeast from Toledo, going toward Detroit, and then goes back to the northwest toward Flint. Where the more direct route is US Highway 23 as it goes due north up toward Ann Arbor, and eventually links back up with I-75 just south of Flint. So it's like, technically, it's like, unless you're going to Detroit or anywhere in the Detroit area, you're going to Flint or further north into Michigan, you're going to want to go US Highway 23. I should probably have some water. Yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah, it's too bad that it's overcast out today. But I look at it this way. One, I'd rather have overcast skies this Monday than next Monday, because otherwise, if it was overcast, we would not be able to see the solar eclipse. And two, at least it's not raining like it was down in Columbus. People, though, who, even though they may not get off Easter Monday here in the United States, they might take the day off anyway to give themselves a long weekend. It's like, I feel like, yeah, people should get the Monday off. Easter does fall on a Sunday, and it's like they do that in all the other English-speaking countries, and I think in a lot of the Latin American countries they celebrate it today too. Not just Easter Sunday, but also the day after. link up with another I-75 video, which I filmed quite a while ago, which was going north through the Toledo area from 475. I think all the way up to the state line for Michigan and Ohio. So to take the exit for I-475 and 23, we're going to want to be over in the left lane. So the exit's off to the left instead of the right. And you have 2 more miles to go.
2 miles, use the left lane to take exit 192 for I-475 north, US 23 north toward Maumee, Ann Arbor.
I just said that. I think I'm going to turn off the navigation for the rest of this video just because it's going to be very interruptive if I were to keep that on for the rest of this video. Oh, I better hurry. The truck is about to get over this left lane because I think he's trying to get onto 475. Okay, 1 more mile to go, and we're approaching the exit. And I won't really mention it at the very end because I'll be wrapping up the video, but off to the right, you'll even see a pretty cool mosque that's over to the right. It's over by the interchange. We are now entering Perrysburg. Yep, there's a mosque over there to the right. That's pretty cool, I have to say. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video here on I-75 North, going from Highway 15 and US Highway 68 in Findlay, Ohio, all the way to 475 and 23 here in Perrysburg, Ohio, south of Toledo. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that like button. Don't forget to click that subscribe button so that way you don't miss out on any future adventures. Well, thank you for watching, and this is Scott, or the Scottman, signing out here from Perrysburg, Ohio.